everybody. Welcome into the third segment of our podcast here live from Electrify Expo in the Electrify Showoff section. We have with us today Samantha Sullivan, better known as Sam. And Sam's a different guest for us today. She's a...
Yay.
She's a... She's
I like
an
variety.
enthusiast.
Yeah.
She's an enthusiast.
This is the people that make it happen.
Yes, this is... You love what you're doing, right?
I love what I do, yes.
Okay. So, tell people how you got into doing what you're doing. First of all, you had to be a car girl first. I mean, you're building cars, racing cars before the electric vehicles, right?
Actually, no.
No.
So I kind of grew up around cars, and then adulting took place, right? Job,
Wait,
life.
when does that happen?
Right.
Adulting starts early.
Well, I'm 49 and is it soon for me or is that? Yeah.
Hopefully,
No.
yeah.
Don't let him mess with you.
So for my birthday last year, my husband took me to Holly High Voltage, and they had a 2-day driving experience. And I was like, well, yeah, we'll see if I like it. And I head first fell in love with it. My first driving instructor was Randy Popes. Took me
Okay.
out on a skid pad, and I went head first. So Holly High Voltage was all EVs. Went out in my pretty stock Model 3 at the time. And after that, came home and did complete build on it. And now I am hooked till forever.
Was that your first drive in
100%.
electric? And you just went right to just put it on a track and see
So
what
I had my Model 3 for a few months before, so I kind of known the car, but not really the car control around it.
Yeah.
And really like how to use all of the power that you're given in these like drive units and the motor and battery production out of it. And then went in and hooked. Can't stop doing as many races as I possibly can.
Had you done any track time on a non-EV before you?
No,
Okay.
never.
Okay.
Wow. So it really drew you in. Just the feel. I think people, for me, the first time I drove an EV, I was sucked in too. I mean, just the power behind that. It's just the feel of it, the in-cabin experience and everything about an EV is fantastic, right?
Yeah, it's super great. So when you're driving on the street, you definitely get the power right when you get to like accelerate from green lights and like weave through traffic when you're like dealing with things. But on the track, it's kind of a different experience because now you really get to utilize all of it. You get to go foot to the floor, really see what you can do. I mean, when you get to safely go 120 plus on a straightaway
Yeah.
Right.
at your local track,
Yeah.
it's much different than going like 80 on a freeway.
Well,
Right.
and people don't realize there is a real difference in a controlled environment where you have corner workers and you have basically risk is reduced. So there's nobody going the other direction. If there's a wreck on the track, they flag it and you have to not run at full speed anymore depending on the severity. And there's all these things and people just think, well, I can just get out in my model whatever and just drop you can. I mean, we've all done it, but there's you don't have to worry about animals running out or hopefully.
Kids.
I mean, just, yeah, right.
Kids,
or kids,
right.
yeah, right. And so there is that sort of just, you have the ability to kind of focus on skill, right?
100%.
So you did this a few times and what I just am dying to know, because I've done a lot of 2-wheel track days.
Okay.
And so, but that's a I love it, but it's so much commitment, right? And it's time, and you mentioned your family, you have an RV and you travel, and you'll probably plan around some of these tracks that
Yeah.
you go to. So what was the life-changing, I'm willing to make this commitment? Did that just happen after a couple track days, or did you say you were hooked the first time and you're like, let's do 6 more this year?
Yeah, so the first time it was the first day I was kind of shaky when I first got in. I was like, oh gosh, what's going to happen? And then I got in and allowed my brain to kind of shut off from everyday work of having to worry about are all of my projects completed? What's going on around me? And so when you're in the car, all you focus on is where you're driving. How are you driving? Are you hitting apexes? Are you hitting your braking zone? Are you close? Are you going to do this? And so for me, it allowed my brain to just kind of take that time to shut off. And from that moment was really
I like that.
wow, this is for me my breakaway time. So although it takes a lot of mental capacity to drive and really focus on like I said, apex, what your tire wear is like, what your suspension is like. Do you need more camber? Do you need more rebound, compression. It was just like my
Well,
brain can focus
And
purely
that's it.
on that.
There's no cell phone.
No.
There's no. Usually, you got no headlights.
Nope.
I don't know. Like, I've not done 4 wheels. Do you have to tape off the mirrors?
No, so your mirrors are on, windows are down,
Okay.
but I'm in a full, a
Yep.
steel helmet, got neck braces, full
Yeah.
kitted out. So
But
you're
the
just
distractions of the car itself, like, you don't run with probably no headlights on or anything.
No
Like, there's
headlights, no
nothing that
music,
can
no-
distract you, right? Which is, you are literally minimizing the distractions
100%.
into just that one thing.
100%,
Yeah.
yeah, and it's really nice.
Yeah.
I think they call that therapy.
It,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
It's
much.
expensive therapy, but
Right.
it's, yeah.
Right.
Not as bad in a Tesla as you would think, though, because, in most race, you have consumables like
Yeah.
gas, oil changes, things like that. I have a couple charges in between sessions, and
Yeah.
I think the most things I go through, honestly, are ABS sensors, which are a quick $80 fix that I can buy from Tesla or from our local parts supplier that we have in our area, who is always great and supports us. And
That's
It's a
fantastic.
quick fix, 2 plugs and a couple zip ties.
Wow.
Easy to go.
Zip ties, man, they're so handy, right? It's kind of
Universal.
almost, I think they've
Yeah.
taken the place of duct tape,
They
right?
have.
Yeah. Wow. So you brought today, you're here at the show. What are you showing again?
So today we have a 2022 Rivian R1S that we just got back in. We did complete custom paint roof to match, so paint color. And then I have my 2019 Model 3 dual motor that is completely race prepped. So I have KW variant 3s. I have full billet suspension parts, no rubber bushings, all spherical. We have party controller cooling. So to
Are
cool
you
the
sure
packs.
you're not a builder? Are
Right.
you?
No.
Are you?
Right, man. I mean,
Are,
I'm sitting
are
here-
you catfishing us over here? Like,
The
are
only
you
thing that
haven't-
it doesn't come is with my Aero. My Aero's at home. We just didn't have time to put it on. So
Wow.
I have a
Okay.
70-inch
Wow.
full carbon duckbill wing doing new front splitters.
is all
Holy
that written
cow,
down
man.
on that?
No, that's my
okay.
head. And then we have, I run really good tires from our Toyo sponsors, always helping us out. So
you do have sponsors.
yeah, I'm sponsored. Huge thanks to Stan at Toyo Tires, Carl, who's here as well. We have Wheel Pros hooking us up with wheels. Bart from Competition Motorsports always with our safety gear. We have Weight Safe Hitch sponsors who help us getting here, and Yarrow, our local parts guy at Cali Motive, always hooking us up with Tesla parts.
That is fantastic, man. She's got a team. She has a team of people behind her, man. I love this.
Yeah.
The Rivian that you have.
Yeah.
What do you plan on doing with it outside of what you have already done? If
So
anything?
we just put on new fuel wheels from Wheel Pros, and we have some really meaty Toyos on it. And then, like I said, the roof is painted white to match the car. They normally come with black, and we look
Yeah.
kind of looks like a Ford Flex, so we painted it white.
Oh,
It looks
cool.
super good. Put a huge roof box on it, and kind of just gonna keep it there. It's a great vehicle. We towed up around 800 miles. I did the math the other day. It cost $150 in charging to tow 800 miles.
Wow.
Versus my 2013 Raptor would have been about like
You-
$600 or
Yeah.
$700.
And I
That's
like
crazy.
just in the Forerunner pulling the space trailer, which was one of
Which
our
we
brand
have.
partners. Which, by the way, I'll go ahead and call them out. And you guys over here looking at this space trailer, those are perfect for EVs, and it did so great for us on the way out here, a couple thousand miles. But the gas money that I spent,
Way more than the 150
yes,
I spent,
like
right?
I just heard that number and I went, ooh.
It's
Yeah.
crazy to think about
Yeah.
it, right? Like, it's
Yeah.
so much cheaper. And, like,
Yep.
while you do make a few more stops, I get antsy in the car.
Yeah.
I like stopping every hour and a half or so to, like, get out and stretch my legs. We bring our dog with us, so she gets out to, like, have some water and stretch. So it's really, if you take advantage of the time you're off, I think you really can't beat it. I was looking at the space trailer because I was
They're
like, that would
awesome.
be perfect to tow behind if I need to go to the track myself and drive the car. I could throw all my race tires in
Absolutely.
there, put
It'll
my
do it.
jack, all my tools.
And
Talk to us after
They're-
the show.
yeah,
and
they're-
we'll,
Yeah.
They're
we'll-
customizable. So this build has the bike. Since you mentioned it,
Yeah.
Samantha, this one has the bike racks on it. Space Trailer is doing a promo for the show. Go to our website, look for the brands,
it's brand. Yeah, brand.
show
partner,
brands
Show
at
brands.
the top, and you can find that info with the discount code. And these are really, really customizable. You can put kayaks, tents, whatever on top of them, gearboxes. That's the long tongue, which is the other thing I wanted to get to. Is I was really impressed with that long tongue. It is the way to go. That's called their lowrider, which is perfect for EVs. Anyway, back to you, and thank you to the guys at Space Trailers for hooking us up and letting us
Absolutely.
haul our gear across the country. If you guys want to do you before you guys get up, do you have any socials that you want to get out? No is okay. If you have some, go for it.
We have Adventure Appliance. That is our Rivian Towing R3 Instagram account. And then I am just on Instagram under _S Samantha S. You can find me there. I post all of my track days, and I'm working on getting a YouTube channel started to post all of my videos.
We happen to know a thing or two about that.
Yeah, and I'm going to be following her because that's going to be fun to watch you do what you do.
Yeah.
Man.
So Jay's getting ready to get up. You're welcome. You and Jay can go over to your booth area. I'm going to sit back here and just press buttons.
Okay.
And Jay's going to grab the mic. We'll do a quick audio level check. And
Can you hear me now?
let's see. Try again.
Can you hear me now?
I gotta. You know what, Jay? It would help if I add you to this. You know, you got to be on in the stream first, right? And then it.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I gotcha.
Is that even if you're not really into racing, being able to just understand the car control that you can have and what the vehicle can actually do.
Right.
So we're right past that guy.
Okay.
But I think it really is helpful if you don't plan on, like I said, racing, even just to understand how to drive more defensively if people are coming at you, if you have debris, how to understand how the car moves. And then if it's raining and you do a rain track day, you really get to learn how to handle your car in the rain. What happens if you hit a big wet puddle or wet patch? So
There's that right there. You were talking about the therapy. To be able to use your brain and understand the feel is a lot of it, obviously, and knowing what's going down in that particular moment.
Yes.
And so, is this is the Toyo
that is it,
Rivian?
my
Oh,
model
wow,
Toyo Rivian.
that is beautiful.
Yeah.
So how long have you had this thing again?
So we got the Rivian just put together for about a month, actually. So we just got the new fuel wheels. We're on Toyo Open Country CTs. So again, a huge shout out to Toyo for always taking care of us. And then, like I said, so the roof is normally black. So we had that painted white, painted some of the pillars, and then we had a custom painted roof box put on. And I forgot to mention, so we have electric dirt bikes, and my husband.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look at this. This is awesome.
My husband had a mount custom fabricated. And so you can put your dirt bikes or bicycles on the front of the car. So we have our electric KTM on there that we do trail riding with, and towed it up here with no issue. Had no range impact. You didn't feel it. The suspension is an air over hydraulics, so you don't really notice it. It just kind of levels itself out and goes. So
This can't be any fun.
it's amazing. If you love dirt bikes, this is great. If you're first time, this is my first dirt bike ever. You don't have to have a clutch, right? So you just
Right.
go. So for new people, it's really easy. You have 3 modes, and it's super fun.
I just got my first e-bike, so I get it. You know,
Yeah.
I'm a Harley rider, and I just got my first e-bike, so I want one of these right here. This
Yeah.
it can't be anything but fun.
It's so fun. And you get to hear, because in your helmet, on other bikes, you can't really hear things. I
Right.
can have full conversations with anybody because it's just
That's fantastic.
open. Yeah.
So this is your Tesla.
That is my Tesla.
Well, let's take a look at it.
Yeah. You can't really see much of the suspension, but it is definitely in there. So I have currently SSR wheels on, but we are working with Wheel Pros to get a new set of wheels. We're on Toyo RA1s. These are spent. I know you can't really see, but they are dead tires because I just left the track last week, and they are well used and well loved. I have AP 6-piston calipers. Big brake kit on that. That thing stops like a dime. Upgraded brakes on it. Big brake kit in the rear.
Keith.
Hey, this isn't fair, man. I'm sitting over there looking at off-road bikes, and I'm sitting in the booth, and wow.
Right. Hold
I
the mic.
had to run over here just because, like, again, we've got a lot that we can connect on. I'm so excited. I found my people here.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
I interrupt what you guys are trying to do here.
No,
Yeah.
So the thing is I just kind of wanted to go around a little bit more and tell us a little bit more about this.
Okay.
I know we can't see the suspension, but this is very well used tires.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Those are track tires.
Absolutely.
Those
Yeah.
are. I'm
Yes,
actually
I
going
love
up
it.
tires. So these are RA1s, and I'm going up to RR, so I'm going to full slicks to really get that. Going to Laguna Seca in October. So
Love the corkscrew. Now, you can't run in the rain if you go full slicks, though, right?
can't run in the rain, but I'll go back to my RA1s because these are our winter tires. So we will definitely be getting them, done multiple wet days, and get all the use I can out of them. It's really one of the best track vehicles ever. The low consumables is something you really can't get past, and it's just so fun.
So you guys were trying to get somewhere, and I came over here all excited. Sorry, Jay. Jay's getting some good footage of the car. Oh, by the way, I saw this, and I know you guys have already left this. No, I was looking at Jay, I'm over here looking at how she's got it mounted on the front. So we have one of our brand partners, which is Race Ram's Black Widow Pro, do dual carriers. You know, I mean, like, I'm just saying, if I brought mine and we put one of the Black Widow dual carriers on instead of this, and then I could come, too, or whatever.
Yeah, just because honestly, all it is it's a standard hitch, right? Like a standard tow receiver hitch. So you can just pull this out, and then you can put anything you want. So if you have bicycles, dual dirt bikes, you really can do anything you want with it. And we're working on creating a template, because you do have to cut the skid plate just to make it fit in. But we're going to make a template, so you just stick it on and cut it off, and you should be good to go.
We need to show you our Max tie-down stuff. And for you guys that are watching and listening,
Did you see them on the trailer?
Are you using it? Okay.
Love Max. Max are the best tie-downs out there.
Shout out.
So if you guys that are watching the stream are interested in getting some Max tie-downs, and Jay's getting some footage of them here, they did a show special, which Sam's, I'm sorry, you bought these before, but if you'd have waited till
use extra.
Yeah, so if you go to our website, partscounterguru.com, click on the show brands link. I think I'm saying that right. There is a show promo for Max tie downs on there, as well as the Black Widow race ramp stuff. We've got a dual bike carrier. I'm sorry, you guys I ran into my people here. Go ahead.
I'm going to open the front for you so you can see, because we have a couple brake boosters to kind of help with the braking. And
let's take a look. Go ahead. I'm going to come around behind you.
Yeah. We can come up here. And we tow again with our aluminum trailer, so you don't really notice. But this is what it looks like under the frunk. So I don't run with the frunk. It helps me get extra air in there. And we're working on adding some extra fans to it, so my pack and the drive units stay a little cooler while I run, so I can get more time on the track. But we have some extra supports in there. And then you can kind of see the tops. We have the KW Variant 3 suspensions right on the top. But this is what it looks like under a frunk. Most people, I don't think, really take their frunks out.
No.
And I run frunk free all the time.
Yeah, so what she means is there's a storage compartment for those of you that are not racing. And she just removed basically the chamber that sits on top of all this. And you can actually get to the stuff. This is cool. Yeah.
It totally makes sense, because otherwise it's not practical for you to keep it doing what you're doing.
Not at all. And this way I get extra airflow coming in. It's not holding the air. And then this little plastic piece right here, you can pop off. We'll add some extra fans. And it really just helps with cooling, because for the EVs, you really have to just, you have to be mindful. So where most people have fuel, you have to go charge after sessions. And so that's one of the things a lot of our local tracks are adding additional superchargers or other charging infrastructure, which is always great because they're driver paid for. And a lot like Tesla and other companies will give the tracks grants to do this. And if we can get more EVs on track, I think that would be great. It's really fun, and more women in the sport would be amazing.
We're
there's a bunch of them, but we're not as out there.
We are here to get the word out there for you.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay.
I would love nothing more.
You follow us.
I will definitely.
To us.
Yes.
Yeah, and we want you on a podcast.
Love to.
Yeah, we'll do a long form. So everybody, make sure you're subscribed. All right, Samantha, am I wrapping this up? I guess so. Thank you for spending time with us.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. This has been awesome. I think we just became her biggest fan. So, all right, you guys, we are streaming from Electrify Expo, Seattle all weekend. Make sure you follow and subscribe. You're going to get all kinds more content like this. Thanks again, Sam. We'll see you guys soon.